Hello and welcome to the unique tutorial video for the CG03 Plus mount set replacement. Our first step is to evaluate the damage on the camera. In this case, we can see the lower mount is cracked and will require replacement. We have looked over the rest of the camera and have only found this to be the problem. We will now remove the mount cover. Next, remove the safety pin retainers and the safety pins themselves. Remove the top mounting plate from the rubber dampers, being careful not to rip or tear the rubber dampers. Next, unscrew the back plate for the contact pins. Be careful not to pull on the wires as they are fragile and can be pulled out of the slip ring. Next, inspect the wires coming off the slip ring and make sure they do not have any frays. Remove the retainer clip using a No. 1 Phillips head screwdriver. Take a note or use a reference photo of where each colored wire is connected to the contact board. Next, we will unsolder the wires from the board. Next, remove the lower mount by loosening the 4 screws that attach the mount to the yaw motor. Take a note to which direction the mount is facing. You could also use a wax pen to mark the motor in the direction of the wider portion of the mount. Once removed, be careful when pulling the lower mount off not to pull any of the wires or the slip ring too far away from the yaw motor. Next, grab a replacement lower mount and feed the slip ring wires through the opening. Take a note that the rear wider portion of the mount needs to go towards the mark you made earlier. Secure the lower mount to the yaw motor using the machine screws you removed earlier. Next, solder the connections on the contact pin board. The wires should all feed to the back. Use the reference photo to make sure you solder the connections in the appropriate positions. Now install the 4 rubber dampers onto the lower mounting plate. This will give you more room to work with without the contact pin board getting in the way. Ensure that each of the rubber dampers are fully seated. Next, place the contact pin board into the upper mounting plate, with the wires exiting towards the wider portion of the plate. You will also notice a cutout in the top plate that the wires can go through. Secure the back plate onto the top mount using the 3 screws you removed earlier. Now work the back 2 rubber dampers into the top plate, making sure not to pull on the slip ring wires too much, as this can make them tear. Next, work the front rubber dampers in place. Install the safety pins. 2 are used on opposite corners. Replace the cover and the process has been completed. Thank you for watching this tutorial video from Unique USA.